In today's world of fast-paced, profit-seeking businesses, where sustainable development is just another report, what if I tell you Bharat had cracked the code to sustainable development that 2000 of years ago? I'm talking about Dharmic economics, where economic activities were done under the fold of Dharma. Today, nations are burning, literally and morally. Economic development is done at the cost of human well being and environmental well being. Money is everything. But what if I told you Bharat had found a better alternative where wealth didn't corrupt, ambitions didn't isolate, and growth was not at the cost of life? This was Dharmonomics, our civilizational compass. Not socialism, not capitalism, something much deeper. Capitalism rooted with Dharma. Trivarga, the sacred engine of life. In Bharat, life wasn't about hustle culture. It was about balance through Trivarga. Dharma, right action, Artha, right livelihood, and Kam, right enjoyment. But Artha and Kama were always within the bounds of Dharma. As Kautilya said, Dharma protects both wealth and desire, but Adharma destroys all. In Bharat, economics was shaped by Dharma. Dharma, the original smart contract. There were no contracts in daily life, but still business flourished. Why? Because Dharma was the contract. For example, Marwadi sack system ran on trust. Village disputes were handled by elders, not courts. A man's word was his bond. Imagine that. An economy where reputation mattered more than profits. Temples and srenis, the heartbeat of prosperity. Temples weren't just places of worship, but were economic ecosystems. They owned lands, ran vocational workshops, gave out loans, and served food every single day. Still today, 2.3% of our GDP is still related to temple link activities. They were responsible for wealth redistribution. And then we come to Shrenis, our ancient trade guilds. They hold vast power, but yet they didn't corrupt. Why? Because they had their own dharma. They were self governed, socially responsible, and spiritually rooted. Sustainability was not a trend, it was tradition. Every forest had a guardian, every river a goddess. Cutting a tree required a puja. A good example of this is Ahar Paine, a community driven irrigation system that's practiced in Bihar and still used today. Also, Mauryan soldiers managed forests around 2000 years ago, that too scientifically. When you consider everything a part of you, you won't think of exploiting them, be it nature or man. Consumption with conscience. He who eats without sharing invites sin. This wasn't just poetry, it was policy. Temples ran Annadanam kitchen, surplus was redistributed. Desires were checked by self awareness, not interest rates. Markets didn't collapse because minds were stable. Varna, the dharmic workforce. Let's clear the air. Varna was never about caste. It was a functional ethical economy. Brahmins lived on alms, Kshatriyas protected, not exploited, Vaishyas invested in Lok Kalyan, and Shudras were honored, not looked down upon. Every role had responsibilities, not entitlements. It was responsibility first and rewards later. The future is ancient. Today we separate profit from purpose, business from dharma, and development from divine. What if that was not the case? What if we look back to our dharmic economics and take lessons from that? We don't need a new model. We need to revisit our old one. We need to move from extraction to regeneration, from profit to purpose, from exploitation to consciousness. Let Bharat rise, not as a market, but as a model. We'll be creating detailed videos on different aspects of Dharma economics. So if you like this video, hit a like and follow for more.